Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, patch 7.0, MSQ, or Main Scenario Questline, or Main Story Questline. In the last video, we made our way down into the bottom half of Yaktel, and we have seen the origin story of the Blessed Brothers, which is 1 out of every 100 children surviving. It's brutal. It's brutal, it's harsh. So I guess in this video, we are using one of Bakul Jajar's scales in order to actually talk to people. It's amazing how Wuk Lamat can connect with anyone. She has an incredible gift. Sometimes it's best to just forgive and move on. It can be difficult. Gods, don't I know it. Mood. But that's all the more reason to try your damnedest to look past how you were wronged and let bygones be bygones. The only way to help Mamuk is to understand Mamuk. We won't let Bakul Jajar down. To think that there was such a dark secret behind blessed siblings, even among the Mamul Jar, I cannot imagine many know the whole truth, especially not those who reside in the capital. Apart from one old lady who made a comment back in part 3. Scale of Trust. Alphano is ready to bring the people together. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Mi'ilal Jar, Moksu Tural Zuj is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest Zerial Jar discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakul Jajar fought to give us additional scales, so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. Alright, now let's retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend an ear. Alright. Are you going to talk now that I have a scale? Nope. So I guess we're talking to the shopkeep? Yep. If I can get through. Hello. Did I not tell you to move along? I can't be seen talking to the likes of you. Blessed Scale, a symbol of trust bestowed upon you by Bakul Jajar. Its blend of Abigo and Bunawa coloring makes its origin indisputable. Here's my scale. Don't be a dick. A blessed scale in an outsider's hands? What business do you have with me? We're here to revolt. So Bakul Jajar sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to Moksu Tural Zuj at once. Stop following me. I just walked out of a building. Dick. Belligerent Bunawa. Here, have a scale. That scale. If the blessed trust you, then so will I. So, what is it you require of me? He's holding an assembly up there. Bakul Jajar bids us to come to Moksu Tural Zuj. A strange place for an assembly, but very well. I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. And what is your dream specifically? Well, this is just a courtyard of nowhere to go. Wuk Lamat. Have you managed to gather some of the good folks? Yeah. Wonderful. The The esteemed Bakul Jar Jar will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming to Moxu Taral Zuj as well. Apparently, there's a Najul nursery to the west called Golmajiik Grove. Could you go and see who you can talk to there as well? I'll meet you in Moxu Taral Zuj afterwards. There's just one more person I need to find. Which is... Show the blessed scale to the worker in the grove. Alright. Morna. Leave this place outsider. I can make that larger too. Yeah, have a scale. Oh, my apologies, I was unaware. I thank you, blessed scale bearer, for bringing me word of this gathering. I shall away to Moxu Taral Zuj at once. Wait at the designated location. Alright. Shatika Heartland. Do I need to go that way, or can I go through here? Guess I'll find out. Is that the pillar that Yoshi went up in the live letter? Yeah, I think it is. Whatever Bakul Jar Jar requires of me, I shall happily provide. What a curious place to gather. This could be the location of a beast tribe. Oh wait, no. Societal relation. God, that's so dumb. Now that I think on it, why would Bakul Jar Jar grant you a scale? Don't worry about it. I was hoping this would be voiced. Where's Wuk Lamat? Oh, I think I know where she's going. She's getting the mother. Oh, no, no. Sorry to keep you waiting. She's got the brother. You invited the second promise as well? Lamity, need I remind you, let this right as a competition. Whatever advantage you're about to share of me, you ought to utilize it to your own benefit. I have barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help. To complete this feat? No. Mamook has a problem I can't solve on my own, and you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand so that we may come up with a way to help them. Very well, I am at your disposal. Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Wuk Lamat, third promise of Tuliolel. Promise? I thought you served Bakul Jar Jar. You deceived us. No, they did not. The scales they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to the Third Promise and her retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Wuk Lamat has won my trust. Now, you will hear her words. Nodders. Bakul Jar Jar shared with me the truth about blessed siblings, about the price you pay to conceive them. As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you, or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us. Please, I don't want any more of our children to die. You think we want this? We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. That remains to be seen. Speak of the Third Promise, share with her your worries and your pain, and together we may find a new way forward. Together. If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot yet speak freely in your presence. Let's keep an eye out for Zariel Jar. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. Aaronfield really is just here for the ride, isn't he? He's just along for the ride. Unsure citizen. Even if Bakul Jar Jar trusts the Third Promise, I don't know if I'm comfortable discussing this with her. I'm sure my son would have preferred to stay, but his presence alone still greatly sways our people's behavior. An end to blessed siblings? I don't know what to think or how to feel about this. Here, feel, think. Belief in blessed siblings and the salvation they would bring us has sustained me for years and years, but if there's no way, if the Third Promise can truly help us... Well, what salvation are you looking for then? What do you want as salvation? What is the goal? Now we come to the heart of it. Do you want to move? Are you not being allowed to move out? Is it like some prejudice kind of thing going on? What's happening? Everyone looks uneasy, but their faith in Bakul Jar Jar guides them even now. Wuk Lamat risks her standing in the right to attend to her people's needs. There's a degree of selflessness few can claim to share. Not even I imagined my sister would one day befriend Bakul Jar Jar. Well, I wouldn't call it befriending. I'm glad Kona agreed to help us. He's always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much. But I'll support Mamuk's people however I can. By combining our respective strengths, we'll help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Can't we have multiple rulers? Just put that out there. Wuk speaks. Level 95. Alright, we've gone up a level. Before she hears the people, Wuk Lamat would like to ensure she is prepared. Alright, Marshall, before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. The Mamul-Jar and Zabral fought for centuries over the land in the upper forest, but due to infighting, Mamul-Jar forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Ubigo and Bunawa clans intermarried, and that's how Blessed Siblings were first conceived. With that in mind, let's talk to the people and learn why they rely on Blessed Siblings. Alright. Villager and Bunawa. Those who have known only open skies and bountiful land cannot comprehend our plight. To thrive, we must take what we lack by force. Or have a trade. And for that, we need the might of Blessed Siblings. There have to be other ways to thrive, ways that don't require fighting. This land was once rich with ore, but the Yokui did not stop digging until all the veins were spent. The meteorites are only good for so much. Even if we made overtures to traders, we have little to offer. Well, you could trade the ore to the Gobbies. Or I should say, the Moblins. Nothing would make me happier than to make a good life for my family in the place where I was born, but that's impossible. No, it's not. So with resources as sparse as they are, you don't have good prospects for trade. As you'll have noticed, this forest is very dark. Hardly any sunlight makes it through the canopy, so it feels like it's always night. We plough, we fertilize, we irrigate, yet our crops shrivel and die as though cursed. The only one that grows well is Najul. Jatika banana in Turali. Try living on that and little else for centuries and see how you like it. A forest where nothing grows, it's not hard to imagine why you'd want to leave. So just move. Blessed Siblings promise us morphin strength. They promise us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable. When given the opportunity to live in Turilulal, most of our people didn't think twice. Still, the prospect of being among so many outsiders was intimidating enough to keep many of us here. Blessed Siblings are meant to deliver us from this accursed forest, to lead us to the fertile land above, where we might take a place for Mamul-Jar to abide in peace and plenty. So you desire fertile land, one that's all your own. Well, I think I'm starting to understand. Everyone had their own perspective, but all their concerns were about the forest itself. Dark, infertile, cursed. Hearing that, it's little wonder that people here wish they had better land. And who better to get it to them than, or for them, than Blessed Siblings? It's hard to convince people to stay in a place that can't provide what they need. You'd think the meteorites at least would have value, but apparently not. Hold on, didn't Erinville mention something about the meteorites? That ether they emit makes the plants glow blue? A rather significant physiological effect, I would say. If we were to study these meteorites, we might discover other ways that they influence local flora. I noticed a curious amalgamation of tree and meteorite just south of here. Determining precisely how they interact with one another may yield crucial insights. Everyone, I really appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us. Thanks to your insights, we have a promising idea already. We just need a moment to investigate it further, so please bear with us. We'll be right back. Alright. I'll watch over things while you're away. Go and help the third promise however you can. We've long since given up on anyone understanding our plight. Talk to people! The forest rejects us, from our doomed crops to those unnatural meteorites. The signs are unmistakable. Trust us, if this forest is anything others might want, I would have found it by now. We who live in this forest have precious little choice. We have to fight if we're to do more than survive. Alright. Holy! Alright, that's a being. A being I don't want to fuck with. So while I'm on the way, let me just check something online. Alright, nothing there. And nothing there. Oh, alright. Send that little message there. Hopefully I'm not moving anywhere. Alright. Where am I? Plants that shrivel as though cursed. I think I can hazard a guess as to why. Is it the amount of iron in the soil? What a remarkable tree. I hope it will provide us with the insights we need. I had known that Dawntrail was battered by a veritable deluge of meteorites long ago, but I never considered how their presence might be affecting the environment. At first glance, this forest seems a haven of mysterious beauty, but the reality of living here is quite another matter. Have they tried chopping down the trees? It really is incredible how a tree could support such an enormous boulder. That meteorite's ferric emissions are palpable even from this distance. Seeing this again makes me feel more confident in sharing a theory of mine. I suspect that only plants with an etheric affinity to these meteorites can thrive in this forest. If so, the gargantuan trees that create the dense canopy would, by necessity, possess the same affinity, as well as the aforementioned jewel tree. Indeed, I should like to analyze samples of meteorite before drawing any definitive conclusions, however. I carry with me a few devices that will aid in this endeavour, but perhaps you and Kryl could lend your expertise as well. I'd like to join you. The etheric signature of those meteorites may be crucial in determining what manner of species might fare well here. I think I see what you're getting at. If we can prove to them the cursed forest isn't quite so cursed, maybe the people won't feel like blessed siblings are their only solution. So how can I help? Want me to climb the tree and break a piece of meteorite for you? There are plenty of fragments on the ground already. It should be enough for our purposes if we gather about 5 pieces each. Even better if those fragments are gathered from disparate locations. I will collect your pieces once you have them. Alright, you didn't tell me where I was going to collect them, but sure. God, that's bright. That's Phoenix for you. One out of 5. The more fragments we gather, the better. Let's all do what we can. I should have brought better tools. Too big for our purposes, but a shard of it might do. Erinville, if you would. This really is just Macalania Forest, isn't it? I have mine already, so let me know when you have yours. Oh yeah, I'm just missing 2 pieces. I see 1, but what about the other? There's the other. You're over there. Did you find your fragments? A softly glowing remnant of an ancient meteor shower. Much obliged. Alphano Cryon and I will combine the gathered fragments. We'll combine the gathered samples and conduct an analysis forthwith. Determining the wavelength will take a little while, but I am hopeful that our efforts will bear fruit. I'll tell my sister to await our arrival in Moksutural Zuj, so go and meet her there. We will return with our results as soon as possible. Shame that's only Aephorite. Yeah. Can I get up, please? Tree of Living Light. Is that one or the one behind it? I'm not talking about that one, but no, that's the one in Cenote. Oh no, not you again. We've done all we can, the rest we must leave to Kona and the others. I don't know the first thing about those Charlian devices of his, but if they can be of help to Mamuk, I'm glad he has them. There's hope for this forest yet, Marish, I can feel it. Sure. Oh, I could just get gold. Either way. The feet of the Brotherhood. Wuk Lamat is determined to find a solution for Mamuk. I'm sure Saril Rajar would have choice words for us if he knew what we were up to. But his people are my people, and I can't ignore their plight. If I'm to call myself Dawnservant one day, I have to bring an end to the tragedy here. Many are depending on me, Bakul Rajar not least of all. Anyway, I'm sure Kona and the others will be back with their report soon. Alright. I was really hoping it would be voiced. Good, everyone is assembled. In light of our news, I thought it only right to call the others. So what crops can we grow? Thanks to the efforts of all, I am pleased to say our analysis has yielded many valuable insights. And I dare say the prognosis is hopeful. Now, earlier we asked about the hopes you place in blessed siblings, why they are important to you. The overwhelming response was a frustration towards this forest. From a lack of natural resources to the inability to cultivate crops, in all respects have you ever struggled to build a prosperous home. Thus, your understandable desire for new land. However, this would be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forest uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Our tests have proven without a doubt that the Jar to Ika heartland is abundantly fertile. This may be surprising to hear, as you have seen crops fail time and time again, but we have discovered the root of this problem as well. The meteorites scattered throughout your forest emit an unusual energy that greatly influences the development of the surrounding plant life. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the Najul and the giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you well know, are sickened by it. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Across the salt in a place called Charlian, there is a peerless collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now that we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starters guaranteed to thrive here. I took the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via Link Pearl. Should you desire them, a sample of our best candidates can be shipped here in short order. Just as Eorzea acquired the Popoto and Tomato from Tiral, so too might Mamook benefit from foreign crops. You mean we'd be able to grow more from the jewel here? Precisely. While care must be taken to choose those species that will not have an adverse effect on the ecosystem, your cultural options should increase markedly. With the right crops, Mamook will have all it needs to prosper, both at home and in trade. Blessed siblings don't have to be the answer anymore. Then there was never any need to fight? Never any need to sacrifice? We can't change the past, but we can try to make the future better. Let the old teachings end with us. I know blessed siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that idea can't be easy. But I'll prove that when we work together, our combined strength can achieve anything. Show us, promise. If there's another way for our children and our home, we'll no longer suffer in silence. Sometimes we have to fight alone, but not this time. Would you say a few words? Down to the patriarchy? Anything is possible when you work together. Our victory over Valley Gormanda is proof of that. With faithful allies at your side, you can save even the entire star. In friends both old and new, you can find a light to banish the darkness. Let's go with this one. It'll be more relevant to them. The Sky Rune? The great Galul Jar Jar himself struggled to even seal it. We've said what we wanted to say. Now that's all left to do is to defeat my father's shade in the feet of the Brotherhood and clear the way for Mamook's bright new future. Is that going to be a dungeon? Do not give us cause to question our faith in you, please. Live up to your words. I will. After we complete his feat, let's be sure to tell Zaril Jar the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's as eager as anyone to eat what tasty foods they'll grow here. Are you sure that's what he wants? Compassion even for the likes of him. You continue to eclipse me in every way. And it is a simple choice. Go on, doodads. Follow him. We're counting on you, Wuk Lamat. Alright. Wuk Lamat's gone ahead to announce her readiness. I never imagined the samples we so feverishly collected for the Exodus would find new purpose here. But if they help these people improve their prospects, all the better. Anyway, we should go and meet our comrades where Zaral Jar made his own attempt. The final feat awaits. Where am I going? Oh, that way. I wonder if I can cover this bit. There we go. Alright, so now I just have to follow this path? Yes. Lovely. So what bits am I missing? That bit, and the middle bit, which I can probably only access by flying. Oh, it's a solo duty. Alright. I can offer morale support at best for whatever it's worth. Good luck. Zariel Jar's intention was for this fate to prove the supremacy of blessed siblings. But Wuk Lamat shall instead prove that there are other ways for Mamuk's people to empower themselves. Where did Koana go? Did you see him? This feat may bring us closer to the Golden City, but for now we must stand strong for the people of Mamuk. Someone has gone to fetch Zariel Jar. He should be here soon. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you put aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. So if this video goes over an hour long, I do apologize. I'll get comfy in my chair for this. This is gonna be voiced, right? Oh, I don't like the music.
Zerelja, I'm ready for the final feat.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamuk and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade, and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamuk.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you're weak. We all are, each and every one of us. But when we join hands, we gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Vali Yarmanda.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Jaja, the finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
Fine by me. Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her. Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable attempt. I see. In that case... It seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust. What are you scheming? Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps. Not our brother. Not Bakul Jaja. And not me. You have always held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi. So I will do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne. This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
I could always count on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might. Gulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise!
Everyone ready? No hard feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders, and the only way forward is through you.
Let's do this. As soon as it loads. Alright, what we doing? Fine, well. Breaking conventions. Breaking limits. Brilliant conviction. Holy hell. I miss Grohon. Oh, I really do. Alright, let's do this.
Bear witness to our resolve.
In the reason which guides our journey.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
Potent magic in that case. I shall protect thee. Beware your surroundings. Uh-oh. Yeah. Here's good. Here's good. Alright.
These blaze sundered Baligarmanda scales.
Well, it didn't kill him though.
Blades of fire rain.
Take that!
Should really use anything.
What a chore. Ever hungry for battle.
Lay of the Sun. Alright.
Go forth.
Overbearing bastard!
They are really liking the 8-player
How is this?
series, aren't they? Oathbind. Uh-oh. He's binding the healers and attacks.
Some manner of paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted.
Trying.
We must free them!
Trying.
Target the constricting flames!
I'm doing it.
None can outrun my flames.
For Lamachi!
Oh. Thanks, I owe you one.
Not enough. But together, we shall triumph.
Alright, you're all out. This really does want you to be TPS, doesn't it? Huh? Oh. Oh.
You're not alone.
Well, that sucks. Why? Fury, anger.
We'll get through this.
I have your back. I shall assist thee. I know not who you are. How you plot to us?
Surely this will quench your thirst for battle.
Let's consider we're doing this again. Nope. No, I see what this is going to be.
Resolve the recent kindle. By crimson wrath be sundered.
Uh-oh. That's a huge-ass sword. It's so huge that polygons are going nuts.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand after this?
I will be the next Dawn servant. I will protect my people. Is that the best you can do?
Impressive! But I'm not finished yet. We will see Lamachi become Dawn servant. For Tuliyolal!
Patuliolal. Babu. That was fun.
That's my old man for you.
I refuse to accept this.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Arugadin? It couldn't be...
Tanqua! It's been too long.
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuk Lamat.
Tanqua?
My Turali moniker. Galul Jaja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
That birth name being Ketenram, I presume?
No! Ketenram's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
The what?
We can talk about me cabbage later.
The what?
Zarelja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat. To deny Wuk Lamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory!
We're not minions, we're Wuk Lamat's friends and comrades. You're the Autok of Mamuk, show some dignity! Ooh. Number 2, kick his ass!
I don't have dignity. Not anymore. I wagered everything on this feat. And by the same token, I understand the enormity of your accomplishment.
Together, we can achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
With friendship and community. With us.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives. Nevertheless, I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone. Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time. You've grown much, and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
Kona. Thank you.
I must express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
Nonsense. If you believe Wuk Lamat is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them. Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
Aye. And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking. But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
I leave my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
You've still malms to go yet, Wuk Lamat. The rite ain't over till you find the City of Gold.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
Well, Kenan. I will not stand in your way. But mock me. Your victory does not afford you authority to dictate our future. We will decide what is best for Mamuk. No one else. So you're supposed to be what? 100 years old or something by now? Not like a bit of hardship to see your precious children grow into fine adults. I am glad to see you all remain in one piece. Jarred though I am by this outcome, I am also eager to speak with Ketenram while we have the chance. Even as a shade, the Dawn Servant's strength was incredible. I shudder to imagine how we might have fared without the second promise's support. The second promise has warmed a great deal since we first met him. I dare say that wise and witty duo has been of no little influence. Let's go and tell the people of our victory. Is this voiced? No, it's not voiced. They'd promise. You brought everyone? We were just coming to you. We did it, Mi'ilalja. We proved to the Ortok that not even my father's full power could overcome the strength of our fellowship. I knew you would. I was right to trust you. You fulfilled your promise. Now it's our turn. You've shown us another way, that we can build the lives we've always wanted, here in our homeland without sacrifice. Since our new crops will come from across the salt, I suppose we will have to treat with outsiders, as equals, of course. Inside or outside, we're all just people, no matter what we look like or where we're born. When you're not used to all the colour and variety, differences can feel like obstacles. But by learning more about what makes us different, we can also find common ground in places we never expected. Something new may become something you love. And someone you once hated might one day become your friend. You never know unless you keep an open mind, and while it may feel scary, taking that first step towards understanding is always worth it. Aww, she's grown. Of course, learning about outsiders may help Mamuk grow. But what happens when they learn about us? About what we've done? They will not. Oh. For generations, our covenant has been kept secret, and so it shall remain. The atrocities committed here were facilitated by the Ortoks. We and no one else are responsible. For my deeds, I am prepared to forfeit my life, but I will not suffer others to be damned alongside me. No one's being damned, and your life isn't forfeit. The last thing the city needs is more death. Bakul Jajar hasn't fought this hard for this long, only to lose his father. If you truly feel responsible, be the first person to extend understanding to others on behalf of Mamuk. Your community is waiting for you, here and in Tuliolel. We can still make things right, my love. Choose a different side of history. Thank you for that promise. Thank you for everything. You still owe me an explanation about that cabbage, you know. The feat of the Brotherhood complete. Da, 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 da. He looks so detailed. It's uncanny. The people of Mamuk have accepted you. Merchants and menders are now available for use. Does that include side quests? For ether currents? Mayhap? Yeah, it does. Lovely, lovely. Alright, so I guess I'm talking to Ked and Ram next time. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.